So every cut on this tree is made without an undercut. That's a bit of a slice cut there because the blinds were hanging it up. But these are all rip cuts, and basically there's a reason for that. Besides the fact that it's faster, by having these pieces peeled down tip first, it keeps them from getting caught up in the neighboring trees. If they do catch, it's just going to be tip on tip. When I release it, the butt's going to fall harmlessly away. The thing to keep in mind, though, is that if you're on rope and saddle and you have a climbing line or a lanyard underneath the cut, you cannot make a rip cut under any circumstances. You have to put an undercut in it because it could kill you if that piece rips down into your rigging. So this is where knowing the difference between the safety issues when you're in a bucket truck versus on rope and saddle comes in very, very important. And you can make a lot more progress and be a lot more flexible with your cutting techniques when you're in the bucket truck. You're about to see a cut, this cut right here. You'd never make this cut unless you're in a bucket. This video was made in 2018. I'm 4 years later now, and I'm trying to remember how and why I did everything I did in this video. You can see a lot of these cuts are being made without undercuts, no notches, no undercuts. The tree's got a little front lean. It's not heavy enough front lean to barber chair. And I just make a straight back cut and give it a little push if necessary. If not, just let it fall with gravity. Little rip, and there she is on the ground, no big deal. So that saves time. The whole idea, I guess, is just to show that when you know how to use a saw, you know all the pros and the cons, the things that could go wrong, and you have all those factors dialed in, you can cut a lot faster and make quick time than if you have to follow every rule that is made for a newbie. You know, it's kind of ridiculous that an experienced cutter should follow the same rules as made for a newbie. Now, we're going to take another look at that top, the barber chair. Again, you would never be able to do this without being in the bucket. You can't do this from rope and saddle. It's far too dangerous. I was trying to create a rip cut there, obviously, and the purpose of that was to try to control the movement of those tips so that the whole piece didn't go sailing into the lower trees over there. As you can see, it was just tip on tip and then no problem. But if they had gotten damaged, it really wouldn't have been a problem because I was in the woods. This may look like a risky cut to some people, but I'm far enough away in the bucket truck and I'm off to the side that if it did barber chair, that butt was going to come back. It wasn't going to come off to the side. So I was going to be safe no matter what. I never would have made that cut otherwise. The reason I used such a steep angled cut there was to create a lip so that if the piece did split and try to barber chair, I was hoping that that back wouldn't be able to lift past that angled cut, but it definitely did. So that wasn't enough. Just keep your wits about you out there and let me know what you think in the comments. Thanks for watching.